Hi guys, welcome back to the Metal Heads podcast. I'm your host Faye. This episode is going to be something a little different. I'm being interviewed by my mum. She has asked me some really funny, really interesting questions in the hopes that you guys will get to know me a little bit more. And yeah, it turned out to be really funny, and I reveal some interesting things about myself. So I hope you enjoy. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Well, I'm hoping this wasn't a terrible idea, but you crack on, dear mother.
Oh, I'm back.
Actually, I
I
had
would
a lot
like
of
to
people.
say by popular demand, but actually, it's because the original person you wanted to do your December Christmassy podcast with is unavailable. So I'm very much the substitute.
It's not that, it's just if they are a musician that's currently touring, so if they suddenly have to cancel for some reason. But if not, this will be going out in January instead. So you're not a substitute.
Okay, that's nice to know.
Yeah, I'm being nice. Remember that when you ask me questions.
Anyway, can I just say happy 2112?
Thank you, Rush fan.
Yes, to everybody who's celebrating the most important day of December today. Happy 2112. Okay, that's the only Rush reference I will do, I promise.
Right, you've got that system. That good?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So for people for people who are just tuning in, I am interviewing your lovely hostess with the mostess, Faye. So you're going to get to learn some more about who she is, what she thinks, blah blah blah.
Oh boy.
But I've got a question for our listeners, first of all. So I need you to keep stum. Only for the fact this is the only one time I need you to keep stum. After
Right.
that, I need you to just blab
All right,
on.
I'll shut me gob.
Right, okay. Dear, great taste listeners, this is for you. Okay. Faye hates a particular word in the English language. Okay. Which of these three words is it that she would have eradicated from the English dictionary if she possibly had a magic wand to do so? Okay. Is the word giblets, nautical, or ointment? There you go. Which of those three words would Faye eradicate from the OED? Answers at the end of the podcast as a blatant attempt to get you to listen to the whole podcast.
Nice one, Mum. Oh,
you're welcome. I'm on brand, darling. I'm on brand.
Oh, that word. Oh, it goes through me. Ooh.
There you go. She has a pathological hatred of that word.
I do.
Answers at the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Okay, right. So I've got a fun section of questions and a more, not serious, but a more on brand questions.
Right.
So I'm going to alternate.
All right.
All right. So let's start off with a fun one because it's that time of year, apparently. It's an either or question, which I saw went down like a bag of cold sick the other day with people going, only two alternatives. Put your feet up, people. Put the kettle on, have a cuppa, and just know this is fun, okay? Don't read more into it than there actually is. Just chill, all right? So, right. Blast beats or beards? If one of those had to be got rid of for eternity, which would you get rid of?
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Oh no.
I think one of the things we're going to find out about my beautiful daughter is she's indecisive.
Extremely. Oh fuck.
Oh, okay. Keep it classy, my love. Keep it classy.
I haven't said cunt yet. It's fine.
Oh God.
So proud of me, aren't you? Oh my
Oh
God.
yes,
I would
seeping
say
out of every pore, the pride.
beards or blast beats. Oh no.
Come on, one's got to be eradicated for forever. And remember, you've given me a slim bandwidth of time, and
All
we're
right.
already down to 55 minutes.
Oh, well then,
You've got to get rid of one. Which is it?
see, blast beats because yeah. Oh, and I mean, men without beards look like children, and that's not attractive. So I'm gonna have to get rid of blast beats, unfortunately.
Ooh,
I
controversial.
know. Plus, my boyfriend has a beard, and I love him very much, and I love him more
Maybe
than
we should
blast.
call you Beard Mum, not Death Metal Mum.
No, but no, blast beats like there's other drum techniques I love as well that will fill the place of blast beats.
Okay, that's what you're going with then, eh? Beards. Get rid of blast beats forever and a day
Oh,
and keep beards.
yeah, apparently, yes.
Oh my God, her face, if you could see it as a picture, it's like I've just descended on her with her worst nightmare.
It'd be easy if you asked me which child is my favorite.
I wouldn't do that
I know.
because I'm a nice person. Right. Okay. So, next question. What criteria do you use for following people?
You mean like stalking them or social media?
I mean, normal behavior,
Social media.
nothing criminal or a
Um,
bit weird.
um, if they share similar interests to me, um, not I don't. I'm not interested in following political people waffling on about politics. Religion doesn't interest me.
So, if somebody said to you, "Oh God, you must follow X, Y, or Z,"
Hmm.
so you look through their back through their feed, for instance, and again, this isn't about me or Rush. If somebody said to me, "Oh, you've got to follow this person, they're mad on rock, etc., etc.," I go straight back to their feed, January 2020, and if they're heartbroken over Neil Peart's death and are probably silent for the next month, so you know they genuinely are heartbroken, yeah, they're my sort of person, and I will be giving them a follow.
Well, yeah,
Otherwise,
I'll
no.
obviously check what they're posting about, and if, like I said, if we share similar interests, mainly musical interests, or if they're like if they've got kids or just similar interests, and if I can see they're waffling on about Donald Trump or Elon Musk or something, I'm just like that's a big
You're away.
I'm just
Fair
not
enough.
interested in that stuff.
Good. Right. Good. Now, I don't know whether your followers do know this or not, but you are a massive Red Dwarf fan.
I am.
So, who is your favourite character and what is your favourite episode?
Lister backwards.
Whoa, straight in.
Yes.
Because you were the admin for the on the Facebook
One of
fan
them I
page,
used
weren't
to,
you?
yeah. I love that TV show. But yeah, Lister's my favorite character. And oh, maybe it's Rimmer. No, Lister. And Backwards is my favorite.
Not Dwayne Dibley.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I got your flask for Christmas. Right. Okay. You seem very certain about that.
I am.
Excellent. Right. Now, what is your discovery of the year? Could be a person, a site, an object, a band. You probably covered that,
Yeah, I mean,
or a phrase, or yeah. Anyway, what is your discovery of 2022?
does my air fryer count?
Well, yeah, I guess it does.
I mean, technically, if it was a person, it would be my boyfriend, obviously. I met him in March. Um,
I did say person.
well then I'll have to say him.
Hello, we know you're listening.
Yes,
Sending lots of love.
he listens to everything I do. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. So yeah, I
Yes.
would have to say him, closely followed, no offense, I love you, by my air fryer, which I also love very much.
Can I just say he probably cooks better than an air fryer does?
He definitely does. The food he makes is amazing.
There
So
you go.
yeah,
So I think he's definitely number one.
I
I
would
didn't I didn't specifically put that in thinking that would probably be your answer. I was just curious to see where
yeah,
you
but I
would go
mean,
with that.
metal, like my metal music discoveries, I've talked about that and done that on live streams and a
Exactly,
bit of
yeah.
stuff. But my other discovery, yeah, boyfriend slash air fryer.
Excellent. But mostly boyfriend
Mostly
because,
boyfriend because he's amazing.
oh, love is in the air.
Oh, shut
Doobie
up.
doobie doobie
Move
doo.
on, mother.
Okay, next question. You love, as you've just changed your bio to cars, car nerd, I think you put in there.
Mhm.
So, if money were no object,
Yes.
what 3 cars would you buy yourself?
Wow. I mean, my dream car since I was a kid, as you know, is a lime green Lamborghini Murcielago. So that's number one. Um,
Lime green.
it's the Lamborghini green. But car nerds will know what I'm talking about. It's like like
Sort of
the
Kermit green.
Lamborghini
Not
Moira, however
Kermit
you
if he
pronounce
was
it.
blended green.
No, it's a
Oh no,
very
because
special.
there'd be a bit of red in
It's
there.
called Lamborghini green. It's like a very
Okay,
special.
right.
Um, oh, and then I think
Uh,
it's 65 or 67 Shelby GT. I'd have one of them in the classic blue with the white stripes.
mhm,
And my final one, I think I'd have a
mhm.
Ferrari Testarossa.
Okay, in a standard red or a different
Standard
sort of
Ferrari red. I
white?
know it's a bit cliche, but that's what I'd have.
Okay, so I guess other fellow car nerds will know what on earth that last 2 or 3 minutes was about.
Hmm.
To those of us who see cars as getting us from A to B and back, hopefully reliably, meaningless. How do you come up with your interviewees, and do you change your questions? Do you write a set of questions depending on the interviewee? Or, I mean, I know you've got your standard like festival lineup, wasn't things and that you do, but do you tailor your questions to the interviewee?
So I find my interviewees by I interview people, musicians, um, who I admire and I like their music. So that's easy. Like if they've got an album coming out, or if I read a press release and I'm like, oh yes, I need to speak to them, or just people I admire, people that make music I love. And I have some questions I change because some of them they'll be on tour, or some of them will have just released their first ever album, so I have to change them in that respect. But yeah, I have a sort of standard set of questions which I ask them all, which give quite varying responses.
And and do you then approach them direct and say, I am Death Metal Mum, I would love to interview you, or do you go through somebody?
Again, it depends on the band. If they're like a big band, they've normally got some sort of booking manager or PR consultant I have to go through. If it's a little one-man project, which a lot of them are, or sort of like an underground band, I just contact them directly through their Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
And are most of them quite up for it, or are some of them a bit up their own arse and won't talk to somebody who's just,
I've never had a no.
oh, excellent. And do you sit and listen to their back catalogue so you really can get in deep with them, or have you, or do you like them enough to already know their back catalogue, or do you just, if they say, oh, have you listened to whatever, you just go, oh yes, yes, when you haven't? How do you deal with that?
I mean, most of them I like anyway. So I've probably heard 90% of their music. And if they've got a brand new release coming out that I'm interviewing them about, I'll make sure I listen to that a few times to really get to know it well, because that's what we'll probably be talking about for most of the interview.
And have you ever been disappointed?
Yes, I did one interview that I've not released and I deleted it.
Oh, juicy gossip, people. Come on. I know you're not going to tell me the person because I know that would be unprofessional, but why?
It's a really, really big band, so no, I won't say who it is, but
Really? Okay.
yeah, it was it the guitarist or lead singer of the band? And we started our Zoom call, and I did my usual sort of, hi, I'm Faye, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna give my usual spiel before I start. Um, and he was like, oh, a woman, and I went, yes. And he went, oh, I thought you were just like the secretary or the PR person. I didn't realize it would be you doing the interview. And I was like, yeah, I'm the journalist. And he was like, oh, I didn't realize. And he was joking. But the fact he even made this joke pissed me off. Oh, I didn't even realize they let women do these things. Ha ha ha.
Was he from my generation?
Yes.
Uh,
And I went,
hmm.
oh, great. And then I sort of forced myself to do the interview, but you can just hear on my voice that I just want to fucking lynch him. So I thought, nah, I'll scrap that. I'm not putting that out because it's not.
And did he continue on in that vein, or had you just taken the
He kept making really
and
like
from there on
sexist.
it was just sour?
Yeah, it was just sexist jokes, and he thought it was really funny, and he didn't get the hint that I wasn't laughing and didn't think he was funny, and it was just really awkward to the end. So I didn't release that
Interesting.
because, in my opinion, he was a knob.
Sad.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but that is the one
that,
and only bad interview I've ever had, so which is nice. So
hmm. And so has it coloured your judgment of his music or the band?
um, kind of.
Interesting. So
It wasn't a band that I loved, like listened to all the time. Luckily,
would somebody of my generation know them without even having to look them up?
probably.
Wow, that's really sad. But having come from,
But I
yeah,
mean, there's always gonna be one, isn't there? So I mean,
of course.
I didn't take it personally, and I've just deleted it and sort of moved on with my life.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit shit to have to, you know, you would hope, wouldn't you, that we'd moved on from that, but some people are just sort of entrenched in their own ways and refusing to move. So,
Yeah.
okay, right. Let's go back to a little bit of uh, fun.
Hmm.
Your lovely, lovely followers might not know that you know every word to Sir Mix-a-Lot's I like big butts and I
Baby
cannot
got
lie.
back. I absolutely do.
Right, off you go. 1, 2, 3, go.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, no spells no.
Oh, go on. You could just do the first, like, I like big butts and I cannot lie. Go
That
on,
is so
go
not
on.
happening. That is so not happening. If I was slightly drunk and this was karaoke, I absolutely would.
Okay, what tipple would it take for you to big butts it all over the stage?
Couple of glasses of
Twerking
wine.
and everything.
Couple of glasses of wine, and I think I'll be there.
A couple of glasses of wine.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol. I don't drink that often. I don't know if you realize that.
Okay, viewers, I'm staring down the lens over my
Oh
glasses
God. Yeah,
with
it's because
a
I recently went
raised
to a Christmas
eyebrow.
work party and got a little bit merry. But that was
Yeah,
the
drinking
first time I've drunk
every colour
alcohol.
alcohol she could find. It
I
was a
mean,
rainbow cocktail.
well, yeah, that's the first time I've drunk in like months. So,
So that would be enough for you to, and that punch you drunk that time. So I think you like a good old mixture. Oh, there you are. So mix a lot.
oh,
There you go.
but
So there
yeah, a
you go.
couple of glasses of wine. Like I'm talking decent sized glasses of wine.
Oh,
I'm not. That doesn't get me drunk, but it gets me sort of brave.
like a yard of ale, but in wine.
Yeah,
Okay. Anyway, take my word for it. She knows it absolutely verbatim.
I do.
And the butt moves and the lot.
And another song that cat and falls under that category is Snoop Dogg's "Drop It Like It's Hot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what lessons have you learned about yourself or other people since you started Death Metal Mum? Bit of a corporate question. It's a bit
No, it's fine.
lessons learned. But what I mean is, when you started out with it in your head of, oh, I think I quite like to do this and just see where it goes, what now is different from the ideal that you had in your head to now in reality?
I think lessons I've learned about myself. Um, I should trust my gut more because I really enjoy what I'm doing, and it's become a full-time passion rather than just a little thing like interviewing and learning, getting to know musicians and making that contact with them. I'm not just a metal music fan. It is like my entire life. So I've learned that I should just go with my gut and my passions more. And what I've learned about other people, um, the metal community in general is just a really positive place to be. Everyone's just so welcoming, and obviously you can have your idiots, but that's the same in every sort of section of the world, every group of people. But it's everyone's so lovely and welcoming, and it's just like a family. It's a really like tight knit family, and I've like the last year of doing all this like this day in metal stuff, and being just a part of the Twitter community is really really taught me that, like an extended family. It's lovely, and I've made a lot of new friends actually, which is great.
Yeah. And people outside that community, and I'm talking for decades back, who go, oh my God, this like music so like angry, and people have a vision of it being violent. And when I'd go to concerts on my own, everyone would be go, oh, you're going to be all right. And they just can't understand what a lovely, chilled, welcoming, arms around, like you say, odd knob, but hey ho. Just a beautiful, beautiful set of people. So
and
yeah,
it's like I
love
say
that.
to like my work colleagues who are not metalheads in the slightest. When I tell them I'm going to concerts on my own, like you said, and they're like, oh, be safe, and I'm like, what you need to realize is that we go to metal concerts so we don't, so the music's angry for us, so we don't have to walk around being angry dickheads. We're nice, calm people because of the music we listen to. So
Exactly.
you'll
If
actually
you could
find
bottle that feeling, oh my God, bestseller.
it's cathartic. It's therapy. It's great. It's everything. And we do that so that we don't walk around being an ass and a angry, aggressive
Exactly.
twat the whole time. We have to get it out somehow.
Exactly. And
We
you
do
have,
it in a healthy sort of creative way.
100%, 100%. It's walking around in general public that you're tense and worried about what that's going to happen. You walk into a metal concert and you go, with a sense of belonging. That, like you say, the music does all of that for you, and people are genuinely nice, decent folk.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this might be one to stretch your imagination a bit. Think of a rock god. I'll leave you to define that in your own head.
Right.
Who would be really good as the new James Bond?
Like a rock, like you mean like a rock icon, like a.
Well, I guess it doesn't need to be an icon. I guess just anyone in the rock community that you think, oh, I'd love him as the new James Bond. I'm putting Hetfield forward.
Oh Christ, that would be funny. I think I'd love to see the lead singer from Ingested. You probably don't know who they are. But anyone listening who knows Ingested, Jason.
What's the name?
Ingested.
Jason.
Ingested. His name is Jason.
Mm-hmm.
That would be quite funny.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I suggest we start a hashtag, make Jason from Ingested the new James Bond.
Yeah. He's like,
bit of a long hashtag, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he wears eyeliner and he's from Manchester. I think he's from up north, so his aren't this, and he's like eyeliner, long hair, cover his tattoos all over his face and neck. It would be amazing.
Wow.
It'd be
fantastic. That would be a very different James Bond.
That would be really entertaining.
An alternative.
Yeah.
Interesting, Mr. Bond. See what I did there? Right, a little bit linked into what we were talking about before. Best bit of advice you've ever been given? Not necessarily by somebody else. You could have learned a lesson and given yourself some advice, but generally speaking, you pick it up from other people. While you're thinking, I heard once things happen for you, not to you. And I always like that bit of advice.
I think it'd be something along the lines of make self-care a priority, because especially, I mean, it goes for everybody. You do so much at work, responsibilities, friends, family. But especially in my situation, single mum working, I have to make time for myself, and just even if it's just half an hour, just doing something I enjoy, like reading or like doing my interviews and my podcast. That's something I do for myself, just to like sort of charge yourself up, and just to sort of remind yourself that you know you're not just a mum and a teacher or whatever it is. You know, you're also,
Yeah,
you know, I'm Faye, and this is the stuff I enjoy doing.
you are Faye and you are multi-dimensional.
Yeah, but I'm still that core person. I'm not just someone's girlfriend, someone's mum, someone's
No.
teacher. I'm
Hmm.
I'm me as well.
I think balance, if you can achieve it in anything,
Mm.
is a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is.
Now, switch your brain on. Imagine this: if every door you opened played a tune to herald your arrival, what tune would that be and why?
Oh, that's great.
I just love the concept.
I think it would be about 1 minute 35 into the song "Burning Sand" by Exocrine.
Right, so you'd need to do an edit.
I would.
Hang on, we're talking the E word again. Just for people listening, we had a conversation before this started, right? Faye's threatening to edit any bits that make her sound like a true and utter plonker. And I've said that I will put a comment underneath. I can't even remember what my Twitter, something like the mothership or something like that, and saying, this has been heavily edited. Okay, so let's see
I
how
think
it
it was
how it
also
turns out.
it was if I sound like an idiot or if you talk too much.
I think we know which of those two
Chop chop
is
chop.
more likely.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you talk a lot.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I take that. 1 minute 33 into, let's just hear it again.
1 minute 30-ish, or it might not even be that long in like a minute into the song, my song of the year, for those who aren't aware, "Burning Sand" by the band Exocrine.
So you'd have that every time you walk through the door.
It's a technical death metal sort of breakdown. It's awesome, and it makes me do this face, which is the stank face.
That face. Okay,
Yeah,
all right. Everyone knows what that face is. You did it
basically
on your This Day Metal
my live stream.
YouTube the other day. Yeah.
Yep.
Right, good. Okay. So this links a little bit to what you said before. Tell us something that never made an article. So maybe something was too contentious, or you didn't have the word count for it, or something you thought, oh, I don't know whether I should put that in or not.
Um,
Come on.
I mean the interview I mentioned earlier that I didn't put out, but something else
Yeah,
is my first ever interview was with Jeff Becerra from Possessed, and
I remember.
it was it was like I transcribed it, so it was like something like an article you could read, and he was telling me loads of stories about back in the day and him and lots of other extremely famous musicians and like all the like just the shit they got up to and like you know the drugs and the women, and he was telling me some very graphic stories, and I thought I'll leave that out of the because he mentioned some very 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 famous musicians, and I thought I better leave that out.
And did he ask you to leave those out?
No, because he was like, do you know what, I've reached that age now where I could not give a fuck. He
Good
said
man. Good man.
he's like he said it's up to you if you put it in or not, I don't care if you do, they might, but again, not asked. So but I thought I'll leave it out. It's my first ever interview. Like I want it to be good and not sort of controversial in any way.
Whereas now you're like, controversy, it's my friend.
Now I'm like, tell me all the disgusting things you've done.
By the way, they're going to get repeated verbatim.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh gosh, juice. I love it. Right, okay. You can assign one musician to you join your favorite group. Who would it be?
What musician? My favorite. I mean, figuring out what my favorite band is the first part of that. Oh, Mom. Ridiculous question.
God, that's reminiscent of you being younger. Mom.
Mom. So embarrassing. I think I'll say Gojira is my favorite band for the time being. It's swaps daily, but today it'll be Gojira.
You know, I thought sorry to interrupt you, I thought he'd be James Bond, lead singer of Gojira.
Oh, Joe Duplantier. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would
Anyway,
I
sorry.
could add a musician to Gojira. Is it like swap one out or add another musician in?
No, add in.
Oh, I was gonna say because I can't swap any of them. They're all great.
No. Your
Um,
favorite band remain your favorite band, and you're adding somebody in just to add a bit of extra je ne sais quoi.
oh, I would add Kim from Mul. He's the vocalist, and I'll get him to do some of his epic black gazy vocals on it as well. That could be quite fun.
Wow. Wow, that would change the vibe.
Mhm. It would.
Excellent. I like that. So let's have a little look here. I'm gonna carry on with some fun ones. The boring ones are a bit boring.
Well, that's entertainment is good, so yes, I agree with that.
Right, your ultimate Christmas present, what would it be?
Ooh. Probably a trip somewhere that I've not been before, like a weekend trip to like a European city somewhere that I've not been before.
Suggestions? What, like
Um,
Prague or
Berlin, Rome,
Reykjavik?
nah, too boring. It's just rock and ice.
Hello, Northern Lights.
I'd go to Norway for that. Oslo, I'd like to go to Oslo.
Okay.
Yeah, Helsinki, maybe.
So more into the experiential present than the object present.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a very materialistic person. Like, if I hate doing gift wish lists because if I need something, I'll just buy it for myself if I can afford it. Like, I'm not gonna wait. I'm used to being on
You're
me
an
Todd.
independent lady.
Yeah, I'm just used to being on my own. Like, if I need a new coat, I'll buy it myself. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather I much prefer experiences as presents or like concert tickets. That's also a great Christmas present. That's a great
Yeah.
present anytime.
I think it's a great thing because it gives you something to look forward to, and
Yeah.
it just it's a great gift, an
Mhm.
experience of some description.
Yeah.
Right, superstitions. Do you have any?
No, because superstitions are ridiculous.
I knew you were going to say that. Superstitions are ridiculous. Okay,
Yeah.
what happens if they are something that gets somebody by? So just by, I don't know, turning the key 3 times or I don't know, putting your lucky pants on.
You mean like you
It's,
do, throwing salt over your shoulder? That kind of shit.
well, yes.
I have
Spilt
no problem.
salt over the left shoulder has
I
to
have,
be done.
it's like the same, I can apply the same to religion. I have no problem people being superstitious. If they want to live their life throwing salt over their shoulder, crack on. If that helps
I
you,
ain't fucking religious. Piss off.
I know you're not, but if you're superstitious, and that's fine, it doesn't, that other
I'm not
people doing it.
superstitious, it's habit. I was taught it by my grandmother. And so I just,
So,
whenever I see spilled salt, I just chuck it over my left shoulder.
so other people doing it does not bother me. I just personally think that if I walk under a ladder or open an umbrella inside, I'm gonna be okay. It's not the end of the world.
Logic, it's a great thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I haven't got time to fanny on about all that superstitious crap.
God, yeah, imagine that. Imagine you can't go out the front door without all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were at a karaoke bar, what would be your karaoke song of choice?
Oh,
So mix a lot.
so mix that after some wine, or My Heart Will Go On.
Oh,
That's ambitious.
wow, that was a bolt out of the blue.
Yeah.
Really?
Or something by the Spice Girls. Something like that.
Wow. Okay, let's just rewind a little bit. Would you do the whole arms out and everything?
Absolutely. I'd
And
drag someone on stage with me just to do the Titanic pose.
oh, who would that be?
Whoever's there. Stranger, friend, I don't care. Get up here and dance with me. Be the Jack to my Rose while I sing, please.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Ah, now here's a question, off the cuff, as it were. Was there enough room on that door for Jack?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course there bloody
Yes,
was. What a selfish bitch.
I've only seen it once, and it just melted my brain. Of you can't have loved him that much. There was plenty of room there.
Exactly. Like anyone else would be like, right, let's share it. Even if our feet freeze, we'll huddle up and
We'll make it work.
Yeah.
Instead of bye.
Yeah. Like, thanks for the door. Bye.
Yeah. Cheers. Bye. Okay. Good. Right. Fancy dress. Have you, apart from your sort of white-faced sort of death metal mask thing that you did last, whenever it was, Halloween,
2 years ago, yeah,
or whatever,
mm-hmm.
Fancy dress favorite, or if you haven't got one that you've done, one that you would love to do.
I did a French maid one year at Halloween,
Right,
but like a
bet
French
that went
maid,
down.
a French maid
Oh,
zombie, so I had like fake blood. That was
right.
amazing.
Okay.
That was at university one year. It was a PVC French maid costume
Right.
with blood, fake blood, obviously, and like fishnets, high heels, the whole lot. That was hilarious.
You were popular.
I looked ridiculous. I felt ridiculous. Everyone was like, "Oh, you look amazing." I'm like, no, I feel like an idiot. But it's one night.
How high were the heels?
They were like 4-inch heels, so I was taller than pretty much everybody
So
because I
that
was
would have made
about
you about 6'3".
yeah. So I was just
Excellent.
towering over everyone.
Love that.
My chest was at everyone's head height, which is the kind of awkward. But there you
Yeah, which a lot of people would have loved.
go. Yeah, I don't remember. I was a bit tiddly pom.
A bit tiddly pom.
Bit tiddly pom.
And looking like a photo finish in a Zeppelin race.
Yeah, wasn't good.
A shiny Zeppelin.
One that I would like to do. I'd love to do one of those like couples ones with my boyfriend. Like, you see those like two characters. I think it'd be really funny. Like, there's some really funny ones. I saw, what was it? I saw one the other day and I thought, yes, that would be amazing. And he would not do it.
Your boyfriend is now cringing.
I would literally
hiding.
have to force him to do it. Like, he's not that kind of person. But I think that'd be quite funny.
Yeah, maybe you just sit and watch from the sidelines,
Well, then it's not a
encouraging and
couple's
applauding,
costume.
but in a silent manner.
No, he's doing it when I ask him to. It will happen.
Oh, poor lad.
He's listening now going, the fuck I am. No chance, love.
The words fancy dress get mentioned. He's like, bye, I'm off. Work are calling. I need to be away for 3 weeks.
Yeah, he literally would. He'd be like, nah, good luck.
See you afterwards. Bye. Next question. Favorite non-death metal or rock band or individual singer?
I like a bit of Prodigy, so I will say the Prodigy.
Okay, so that same sort of intensity and level of grur. So nobody like the Carpenters or I don't know. I can't think of anybody. Backstreet Boys. Why did they come into my head?
I mean,
never listened to the Backstreet Boys in my life.
For me, like soft plinky plonky music just doesn't do much for me. It's not that it's bad in any way, it just doesn't interest my brain.
Fair enough. And you need to keep your brain interested.
Yeah.
Otherwise it'll wander off to dangerous places.
Exactly. I get bored, and that's not the intention. So.
Right. Next question. Your favourite Christmas part of Christmas dinner, and also your favourite Christmas food. Your favourite British food dish.
Bread sauce, fish and chips.
Bread sauce and fish and chips.
Yeah.
Wow. Not roasted potatoes?
That's not purely Christmas food. That you can have them anytime.
Well, then that is true. Okay.
But
yeah.
I'm going to try and make bread sauce this Christmas for the kids.
Yeah.
Because I need them to try a little bit of it. But yeah, bread sauce is Christmas food for me. Just give me a bucket of that and some like pigs and blankets to dip it in. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way there.
And that is why I'm not thin. That and my love for Jaffa cakes.
Yeah. Jaffa Cake addiction.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
bread sauce.
rehab looms.
Yeah. Fish and chips is just amazing with curry sauce.
Now,
None of that mushy peas gravy shit. Mm-mm.
right. Okay, so bread sauce, fish and chips. Let's go back to the Blast Beats beards. You had to get rid of fish and chips or bread sauce. Which would it be?
Bread sauce.
And do you have scraps with your fish and chips?
No, I don't. You're the only person I've ever met who has scraps with your fish and chips.
Oh, I'm the only person you've ever met that's done a lot of things.
You're also the only other person I know who opens a bag of crisps upside down on purpose
Hey,
because
listen.
and
Okay,
I quote one time you actually went fuck the system when you opened a bag of crisps
well,
upside
hey,
down.
I won't be told how to open my crisps, but there is a logic attached to this.
Oh
The
god.
flavour is at the bottom.
Just shake it.
Okay, because everybody follows it and it's all parked in the little shelf there with the right correct way up. Everything's sunk to the bottom. So if you're somebody like me who loves the flavour of it, turn it upside down and eat the bottom first.
Or just shake it a bit and then open it
No, because
like a
that
normal
distributes it. It distributes it
distribution.
too sort of willy-nilly. I like it concentrated and it's great.
Right. Well,
Anyway, leave a comment if you're also somebody who eats their crisps apparently the wrong way up.
yeah,
To
leave a comment if you're also a massive freak.
Hey, I'll take that. I'm fine with that. You carry on. You carry on. Right, next Christmassy themed thing. Favorite Christmas movie?
I have two.
Oh,
Love Actually. I watch it every Christmas. And what's that one? The one I used to love as a kid. I can't remember what it's called.
Santa Claus the movie?
Is it that one with the little girl and the homeless boy?
No, that
like
was Miracle on 34th Street
that one. I love that one. That's
with the
heartwarming.
girl who plays Matilda.
Yeah, and she leaves him like food and like she lives in a rich
Yeah,
family and like yeah, she
yeah,
brings him plates of food. That one. That
yeah.
that was lovely. I like that one.
But you do like Santa Claus the movie as well.
I do, but that one, Miracle on 34th Street, that sticks in my brain.
So, what's your favourite movie? Not just Christmas, movie.
Hot Fuzz.
Oh, okay. Straight to it. What's your favourite snackerel and drink to have while you're cozied up under a blanket watching a movie?
Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream or nachos.
Okay. Right. Starbucks order. Saw you talking about Starbucks the other day, which is relegated Costa to nowhere league. What is your Starbucks order?
I love Costa. Costa's great, but
okay.
Starbucks are more international, so there's more of them. Okay. Because of my lactose issues, it will be an oat milk vanilla latte. It's quite nice. It's the only thing that seemed a bit millennial is I swapped the milk out, but that's for like health reasons. Other than that, it's just a vanilla latte, really.
Yeah, you can spot a millennial from a mile off when they've got like a scroll. They unscroll this piece of paper to read their list off of everything they want.
Or if they order anything with pumpkin spice in it, which is just you might as well just rub soap on your coffee. It's absolutely hideous.
Same as coriander.
I love coriander.
I know you do. It tastes of soap. It's vile.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway, this isn't about me. It's about you, right? Okay, the 3 best looking celebrities, male or female? Rock world, Hollywood, whoever you like. For you, not for everybody,
no,
but for you.
Get that. What's her name? I can never pronounce her last name properly. Zoe Saldana.
Is that her in Elf? No, not Elf. What do I mean?
Avatar.
Avatar. I
Yeah.
knew it had one word.
I think she's really stunning. Like her face,
Okay.
she's got a really beautiful face. So that's
Okay.
number one.
Cool.
Number two, Keanu Reeves. I don't know why. He's
Yeah, he's
not
got
a
a
he's
old school vibe,
Yeah, I
gentleman.
think it's more his personality than anything. I just think he's just very calm and he's very like respectful and just very sweet. I think he's
Mm.
that makes him attractive to me.
Mhm.
And the third one, yeah, Tom Hardy. It's got to be on there.
Of course he has. I
Yeah.
was surprised he wasn't number one, if I was
With a beard.
honest.
Tom Hardy without a beard. Nah.
Yeah. Okay, so with those three people in mind,
Mm.
snog, marry, avoid.
I think I'd marry
Come
Zoe
on, bub.
Saldana because I mean, yeah, I think living with a man is more hard work than it would be living with another woman.
Ooh,
Um,
controversial.
in my personal opinion, that is how it is. um,
Uh-huh.
I would, I think I'd snog Keanu Reeves and then I would avoid Tom Hardy.
Really?
Yeah,
Avoid him? Why? Explain your decisions.
because he's a bit rough, isn't he?
Some people like that, my love. Some people like that.
Oh, I'm aware of that, but you know, he seems. I mean, he's a family guy. He's married with kids and everything. But I just think, yeah.
You'd avoid Tom Hardy. Wow.
Also,
Okay.
for fear of just being a total fangirl. That's pathetic. As a 30-year-old woman, that just should not be happening.
Something tells me if you were married to him, that'd wear off pretty quick.
Oh yeah, I think he was a massive idiot, like every wife does with her husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so by my clock, we've got about 10 minutes left.
Hmm.
So I guess I ought to do what you do with everybody else, which is your gift or curse.
Cool.
So, Miss Faye,
Yes.
Christmas gift or curse?
Mm, as a child, gift. As an adult, curse.
Explain, explain, explain.
Well, as a kid, it's just magical. I mean, I'm lucky enough to have a mum like you who made Christmas sparkly and fantastic every year. So I have great memories of Christmas as a child.
Oh, don't I well enough.
Oh, as an adult,
Oh,
having to be Father Christmas and presents, and especially when, you know, like, sort of coordinating with parents of children if you're divorced and like trying to figure out practical arrangements, and it's just a fucking pain in the ass, isn't it? I mean, it's lovely to see the kids happy. Obviously, that's what it's all about. But as a just the logistical, practical shit, it's a curse as an adult,
hmm,
to be honest.
fair enough. And a lot of people don't like Christmas. A lot of people find it a really, really
Yeah,
difficult time of year.
I am one of those people because it's just I like it. I like the lights and the decorations, and it's great. But if I could just go on holiday, if I didn't have kids, I'd just bugger off somewhere for the entire month of December, I think.
And some people find it a massive, especially if you're autistic or something like that, they find it a massive disruption to their routine. It's just unsettling and sensory overload and just,
Yeah.
please make it go away.
So I like that. I have two young children, so I can focus on them and making it nice for them. But
Yeah.
when they get to that age where they're not really asked about it anymore, then I won't. I don't think I'll make a massive deal out of it.
Yes, but they'll have a grandmother who is still believing in all of the magic and sparkle, and they'll bloody well.
I will ship them off to you for Christmas, and I'll go on
that would
holiday.
be the best Christmas present ever.
Yeah, I'll go on holiday, and you can do all the presents and stuff.
Oh, 100%. That's a deal. We've got it on record. It's happening.
Great.
Right. Donuts, gift or curse?
Curse.
Oh,
Wait, do you mean the food or the car, like driving around in like a donut?
no. Of course, I don't mean that.
You mean
And
the
your
food?
raging chav would do something like that. I mean the food stuff that has fueled people for millennia.
I
No,
do
probably
not
not
like
millennia, but
donuts.
a long time.
I do not like donuts.
Do you not like specific donuts, like your jam ones, or every donut? Or you don't like the smell of them frying? What is
I
it?
don't like the
Or the
greasy.
texture?
I don't like the fact that it's bread, but it's greasy and sugary and it's oily, and then there's something that comes out in the middle and it's just weird. I don't like it. Deep fried
Wow.
cakes and deep fried sugary stuff, not my thing.
So not a deep fried Mars bar for you then?
No, I've tried one when I went to Scotland once, and that was just
I know, I
repulsive.
was there.
Repulsive. So no.
Okay, cue the comments.
Cue the comments calling me posh for not liking deep fried stuff.
Yeah, but you don't like that. Okay, let me just squidge another little gift or curse in there. Tea, as in the drink that us English apparently drink by the gallon.
Um, I mean, I'm not asked about it really. I'm a terrible English person. I it's not a curse, it's not a gift. I'm just sort of impartial. Like,
Oh, I seem to remember doing that, and you telling me I couldn't do
well,
that.
yeah,
What
that's what I'm trying to.
is?
Well, seeing as it's not, I'm not raging like, oh, it's a definite gift. I love it. Then it has to be a curse.
I'm not asking you about flavored condoms because I believe we've had that chat. Have we not?
No,
I can't
we
remember.
had your chat about it.
Okay,
No, no
please
one's
go
ever
ahead.
asked me. Oh,
All right, flavored condoms. Off you go. Gift or
I
curse?
mean, I do say this every time, so I think people know it's a curse.
Exactly.
It is a curse. We'll just say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's leave it there. Right. Advertising, gift or curse?
Gift,
Ooh, go on.
if done properly. Um, I mean, it's the only. I mean, yeah, if used properly, especially digital advertising, like it's gonna help grow businesses and get your product, whatever that may be, music, art, whatever, out there and reach fans who maybe you didn't even know existed and grow your support network and all that kind of stuff. TV adverts, absolute bullshit. But again, they are what they are. They're also a part of it. They're just inconvenient. But I think in general, I would say it's a gift.
So, would it be putting words in your mouth to say that you think TV adverts are not brainwashing? I wouldn't go that far, but manipulative.
Um, they can be, sure. I just think they're just repetitive and relentless and just annoying. That's another
Yeah,
reason. That's why I have YouTube Premium, because I do not want my videos to be interrupted by adverts
yeah.
in that respect. Yeah.
Especially adverts that you haven't got any control over, but it would seem.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at the time. Oh, we've got a couple of minutes left.
Yeah. On mine, we've got 5 minutes on mine.
Okay. Well, then shall we do the answer to the question at the beginning
Oh
about the
God.
word that you would eradicate from the Oxford English Dictionary
Mm-hmm.
out of, just to remind people, giblets, nautical, or ointment?
Ugh.
Okay, would you like to inform people, or would it just make you throw up in a bucket? Would you like me to do it?
Okay, so yeah, I do have this word, and I don't know why I don't like this word. It just every time I hear someone say it, I think it's also the connotations that go with it, like the type of person that this just the whole thing it just kills me.
People are going, what sort of person uses the word giblets?
It's not giblets
It
and it's not ointment either. It's the
is.
whole.
Go on, say it. Go
Oh,
on.
I literally can't. Can you say it?
Nautical.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh God, if you could see her face, people, she looks like she's just, her eyes are closed. She's like she's holding in vomit.
I know it's irrational. I know people are going to be thinking, "What the fuck, you weirdo." I know that, but I don't know what it is. It's the whole pompous thing around it as well. Like, oh, I own a boat, and they have those special fucking shoes and the stripy. Oh, I just can't have it. I can't. I really don't like that word.
I cannot think of one person that I would know that would use the word nautical. Sorry, I've just made her cringe again.
Now I've heard this word 4 times in the last hour.
Oh, sorry, so darling. Something tells me you might be hearing it a lot more now. People know.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue that I just need to sort of, it's like immersion therapy, just sort of, if I hear it enough times, it'll sort of wear off. But
yeah,
I have no rational explanation to why I don't like that word. It just literally makes my skin crawl.
Well, there you go. We all have our foibles. Oh,
yeah.
How about that for timing?
Well,
there you go.
Yeah, thank you for your questions, and I hope people have learned a bit more about me and now which word I hate most in the world.
Well, yes, and a Merry Christmas to everybody if you celebrate it. If you don't, may it go past swiftly.
Yeah. Merry Christmas to people celebrating, Merry non-Christmas to people not celebrating.
And to anyone who's working, especially if they've taken it on because their colleagues need to be at home with their children to provide magic.
You are awesome. Yeah,
you are the tops.
You're amazing people, and a happy new year to everybody too.
Yes, happy 2023. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, positive vibes.
Yeah. Go into it listening to the music that you did when you were 20. That's my advice.
Yeah. And we'll see what amazing extreme metal 2023 has to offer.
That was one of my more boring questions of what's 2023 going to bring for Death Metal Mum, but I guess that will be an intro to the actual, I guess that, people will find out.
Yeah, there are things in plan, in being planned.
Excellent. How very exciting. Watch this space.
I think so.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me rant and ask my mad questions.
Oh, thank you for asking me. I hope people have
lots of love to everybody.
Yes, lots of love. Goodbye.
Goodbye.